Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I felt deeply guided to make a message on 444. So to anyone who's been seeing lately 444 all over the place, let me know. This message is for you. So what is 444? As each number has its frequency. When we have 444, it's a vibration of divine architecture, the stabilizing light that brings heaven into form. So this message reminds you that your energy is your creation power. What you nurture expands and what you neglect dissolves. It's also a sequence of protection and a reminder that you are divinely guided, that angels are with you. However you explain it, however you understand it, I've noticed in my life that as we evolve, our understandings evolve. And in the past, I would not believe these things. But then I had some very deep personal experiences that I would call very mystical. And I've noticed that I had a very, maybe, how would I say, I had a lack of understanding of what else is out there. And then I've started trusting more to the universal powers that are way beyond our comprehension. So I felt guided to make this message for you because maybe some of you are at a point of your life where you need maybe some guidance or you need a reassurance that everything will be okay. Just know, my friend, that energy is direction, not just fuel. So often we say we have time or we don't have time. But what we truly have is energy. That's the only thing we truly have, energy. It's not just a fuel. It's also what we do with it. It's how we direct it. And often when we see 444, it's a reminder for us or even a wake-up call. How are we directing our energy? Everything you give attention to becomes a road your soul walks upon. When you dwell on fear or the past, your path loops backward. When you focus on gratitude and purpose, your path aligns with destiny. So every time you see 444, ask yourself, where is my energy leading me right now? And if you find yourself maybe distracting or maybe doing something compulsive, something that is not building a life that you know that you deserve, just shift back into the present moment and ask yourself where my energy is leading me right now. You know that where attention goes, creation flows. So when we allow ourselves to be too distracted, then our creation will be shattered and our reality will not be how we want it to be. It will have many missing links because we haven't directed the creative force the way we could. The universe does not respond to what you wish for. It responds to what you are continuously feeding. So when you're seeing 444, it is a reminder. Direct your energy very purposefully. So when you dwell on fear or past, know that you can return back on gratitude and purpose. Every time you return back on gratitude and purpose, your path aligns with your destiny. And destiny is what you choose to create. Because, in other words, we could call it destination in the future that you're choosing right now. But also know when you see 444, to some of you, it's actually a message that stillness is a great power at that moment. Sometimes we are very busy. Sometimes our schedules are filled with important tasks and we forget about ourselves, and then we feel stressed and anxious and tired and exhausted. And we see 444 because our guides are reminding us stillness is also power, not laziness. You see, rest, silence, and even sunlight are not escapes from life. They're times, or you could even say portals into your real nature. Because sometimes when we're too busy, we forget who we are, we forget what matters to us, we forget what we value, and then we get lost in the noise of the world. And our nervous system becomes overwhelmed. And because your body is your temple, it's important to nurture it, right? And stillness is a great way. You don't need to complicate your life too much. You can just have a short meditation. Or something I like to do in the afternoon is yoga nidra. I do it almost every single day because it helps me to create a reset in my body. So in stillness, life restores your structure and renews your strength. For those of you who have busy lives, maybe take 5 to 10 minutes in a day to just reset a little bit. I'm sure you can find time for that. Because in the quiet, the soul remembers its rhythm. So often what I'm seeing in my life is that it's not just about doing, it's not just about moving forward. It's also about stopping and noticing that the easiest way for me to find out what's the most aligned with me is to be in quietness, to stop, to slow down, and just listen. Just listen. And to some of you, when you're seeing 444, it may be a very clean energy that is inviting you into guidance. So it feels very pure energy. You may experience goosebumps. You may experience like something just purified you, and you've experienced a moment of clarity and deep inner guidance. So when you experience that, when you see 444, it's a message for you that clutter clouds your inner channel. When your environment, mind, and body are purified, divine inspiration has room to enter. Every act of clearing, maybe a drawer, a thought, a habit, a room, a car, whatever it is, it opens space for miracles to land. So sometimes when we are praying for a breakthrough, when we are praying for a manifestation, and we start to see 444, it may be a message for us: clear up the space so I can give you something new. So whatever you've been praying for, whatever you've been visualizing, just see if this resonates with you. Because sometimes we want something more, but we haven't removed the old. And therefore, we are in between, and we can't stand on two sides of the river at the same time, right? We either commit to something new or we stay in the old. And that's when we see 444, because it invites us into clearing our channel, clearing our space, clearing our minds, so something new can enter. And often we experience it as goosebumps, as a sense of guidance, deep sense of inner guidance. It's time to declutter. So the clearer the vessel, the louder the guidance. Spirit can only whisper through spaces that breathe. That's why when we have maybe fast lives, it's a bit harder to hear what Spirit is saying. Not that it's impossible. Sometimes we actually love to have, a lot of tasks, many things to do, and we stay connected. But sometimes we become a bit stressed about everything that's happening. And at those times, it's very helpful if we slow down, if we spend a bit more time in nature, and then we rebalance. So I'm not saying don't have busy lives. Like, I love to be busy many times. It kind of activates me. I'm more productive. I'm charged up. I love these days. But then some days for me are like, I just want to do nothing. I want to chill. I want to be in nature. So the point is that we listen to ourselves, so we don't become too cluttered with ideas of what we have to do, and then we forget about what's the most needed in the present moment. And to some of you, this will deeply resonate. Some of you will see 444 when you need to expand your gratitude, because your guides are reminding you that gratitude opens the quantum field, or the field of infinite potential. Gratitude is a magnetic key that rewrites your energetic code every time you practice it, every time you feel it. No matter how strongly you feel it, it will change you. It's not passive. It's an act of creation that reorders your entire field toward abundance. So every genuine thank you is a command for expansion. We often mistaken abundance for money, but we don't see where money comes from. When we start to feel abundant with gratitude, like we start appreciating things that we have, like smiles in other people, kindness in other people, fresh air that we have, beautiful nature that surrounds us, food that we have, clothes that we wear, roof that we have above our heads, and how much we've evolved and how far we've come on our journey. And also our struggles and challenges, because those are stepping stones. We notice that abundance speaks through everything when we see it, when we notice it. And those who notice abundance like that, they're not contracted, they're open. And that is a state of expansion. And people who are in this kind of state of expansion, they attract all kinds of ways of abundance that enters into their lives. Gratitude is the language through which the universe hears your readiness for more. And I know that many of us are habitually ungrateful because we live in survival, because we live in stress, because we live in fear. So it must be a developed habit, otherwise we'll never naturally feel grateful. So what I'm doing every single day, when I finish my day, I take my journaling block and I write down at least 5 to 10 things that I'm grateful for. Also, me and Maya have developed this, kind of like practice or a conversation before we go to sleep. Every single night we ask ourselves, what are 3 things you're grateful for today? And then we contemplate on them a little bit. It's very helpful, yeah. But also in the morning, I take time for meditation. And in meditation, I elevate my emotions. So I feel grateful, I feel joyful, I feel happy, I feel excited for what is coming. To become more familiar with emotions that were in the past very unfamiliar to me. And, through time, what happens? We are driving a car and we just become grateful. We are having a conversation and we become grateful. Something tough happens and we ask ourselves what we are grateful for. It's not about bypassing the real things that are happening. It's just that after dealing with real things, we ask ourselves, okay, but what I'm grateful for in this situation, what it taught me, what lesson it came up. It's very helpful, my friend. And to some of you, you will see 444 a time when breakthrough is just about to happen. It didn't happen yet, because what universe asks from you when you see 444 is consistency. Because it's the language of trust. So this may happen to those of you who are working on a project, on a movement, on maybe even a sleeping routine, or diet, or healthcare routine, or building a relationship, and you're not seeing wanting results, and you start seeing 444. So what does it mean? It means consistency is the language of trust. If you really trust the universe, it means you will be consistent. Otherwise, you will quit, right? So in this case, for you, my friend, listen. 444 is the reminder that faith is built through repetition. When you nurture yourself with consistency, as I said, movement, sleep, nourishment, whatever it is, you signal to the universe, I'm ready for stability. When you lack stability in your life, maybe financial one, health stability, relationship stability, ask yourself, are your routines stable? Is your self-respect stable? Is your self-love stable? Just ask yourself, because our environment always reflects our deepest patterns. And I've noticed that in my life, when my finances were unstable, I've noticed that I was actually not consistent with the work I've been putting out. I needed to organize my schedule. I needed to push myself beyond my comfort zone. And when I became consistent, like I've started showing up every single day at the same time, for example, I've started noticing greater stability in my income. And my work started selling better. My artwork, I'm an artist, as you're watching today, one of my paintings, I'm a painter. So my artwork started selling better. The universe showed me that when I become more consistent, it's actually how I show to the universe that I trust that my vision is working out, and that's when stability manifested. So your daily devotion becomes your sacred geometry in your life. And in relationship, it's the same. Like if we become consistent with showing up, with holding ourselves accountable, with being whatever the relationship situation is for you. In my relationship with Maya, we're together for a long time. We're together for 13 years. We've learned that we need to be consistent with honesty. We can't hold things inside. So we need to be consistent with these deep conversations. Doesn't matter how long we are together. We are all going through things in life, and for us it's very important to frequently sit down and have these conversations, like what is going on, what are you going through, how are you feeling, and things like that. But also being consistent with showing love and care and appreciation, because no matter how long we are together, people like to forget these things. People like to forget showing care and, love and appreciation to their partners or kids, or parents, or whomever. So to build a stable relationship, we've noticed we need to be consistent with this kind of things. And that's how I've learned that consistency truly is a language of trust. If I trust someone, I will be consistent with them. And in any way, it needs to be done. Because I love you, I'm consistent with showing up every single day. Because I trust that you will get a value from this work. I trust that you will evolve, my friend. I trust that you will overcome your battles. I trust that you will win big in your life. I trust that all your dreams will happen. That's why I'm consistent with this work, because I trust in you. You see, the universe entrusts its miracles to those who prove their readiness through steady love. So, how many of you have been seeing 444? Let me know, write in the comment section 444 if you've been seeing it lately. And let me know if any of these reminders today resonates with you. Every moment you choose that inner state of gratitude and peace over pressure that, it's all around us. You shift from survival to creation. And that's when your guides start to speak to you a bit loudly. They've been there all the time, but they've been waiting you to be open. So maybe you needed a message today that you are loved, that you are guided, that you will rise, that you will find balance, that you are right on time. So you're not asked to do more maybe, but only to live more consciously. Some of you maybe truly need to do more. You will know who you are, but most of all, live consciously. Just live more consciously, less on autopilot, more with intention. And the next time you see 444, ask yourself, where is my energy leading me right now? Where is my energy leading me right now? Remember, energy is direction, not just fuel. Where attention goes, creation flows. My wish for all of you is to create the most wonderful lives that you truly deserve. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. It's called The Universe Has Your Back. It was a commissioned work, but prints are available. So you can go into AttractPassion.com and you will find all of my work there. So go and check it out, which one resonates with you. The one that does has something to give you. Also, you can join our Patreon community for more deeper teachings, more organized teachings, and YouTube membership if you would love to support this channel. Thank you so much, my friend. My name is Gasper. I'm the artist here on this channel, and I guide you towards what truly matters. The truth, right? So I hope you found great value today, and till next time, one love.